Right, you guys, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Mikez, okay? Make sure. If you don't subscribe to Mike, you're gonna have a fat forehead and a big hairline.
Boom, I'm with the guy Max inside. Subscribe to him, make sure you do still. Best content coming out. You know how it is.
Hello and welcome back to another live, people. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Make sure you smash the likes and subscribe if you're new. And yeah, welcome back to another episode of Max and Prem. Wednesday night, all of that straight after the Champions League and stuff like that as well. Bro, yeah, this has been a bit of a bad one. I can't lie. The Champions League is always a bit mad. Doing a show straight after with the amount of games that go on, few games happen on the same night, etc. Yeah, it's all a bit mad. We've got a lot to talk about, especially over the past 2 days of Champions League football. Prem, how you been, man? How you been?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Good. Chelsea are winning. We're keeping clean sheets. No one's getting sent off. I don't know. Football wise, I'm happy. I'm very happy. And and some big revelations. You know, big shock breaking news that I'm gonna talk about with certain players a bit later on. But yeah, big up everyone, big up the chat. Barry, I see you in here. Merrick, Alfie Raid.
Big up,
Hey, yeah, let's see if you survive Sunday, Alfie. But yeah, big up everyone. How about you, Mikes? How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm not flip-flopping over my team. West Ham didn't play today. Well, West Ham don't play. I'm happy, man. I'm happy. So
there's no receipts on you.
Opinion.
There's no receipts on you saying about West Ham. So you're not? Are you winning? Are West Ham winning the league before Man United or no?
I don't know, man. Maybe, bro. Maybe I think we'll win the quad, mate. I don't know.
I mean, hey, we didn't specify. I didn't specify what league. It could be the championship. That's a league.
Yeah, you never know. Might win that. Might win that. You never know. Like I don't know, man. I'm not flip flopping over my team. I'm keeping the same opinion. You know, I know what to expect when it comes to football. Like, I didn't play today, so I'm good, man. I'm good. That's what I want. I don't want West Ham to play football, so I'm all good, man. I'm all good. Like it's been a weird day in North London. One team did really well, one team did really shit. Obviously you, man. I'll start with you, man, as well. Yesterday, I only caught the second half, but yeah, you, man. I thought it was quite obvious that you'd beat Barcelona, but you, man, showed it. You battered them from what I saw.
Yeah, man, we battered the Spanish Bonnie Blue. You know, Mike, because we speak a lot about this and stuff on this show. Not a lot of people nowadays actually know ball, because after the 90 minutes, people want to act as if Barca are all of a sudden now shit. If you want to talk about now their shit, Yamal's not been playing well for a while. They don't have a midfield. De Jong's not good. Koulibaly. Now people want to talk about Barcelona not being good. But before the game, Yamal was the best player in the world. De Jong's this amazing midfielder. Koulibaly, the best young centre back in the world. All these great things. All these Flick. High line Flick is amazing. Now he's just a German Ange. You know? Crazy. But we did, listen, I knew we'd beat Barca. I predicted 4-2. I thought it'd be a high scoring game. The fact that we kept the clean sheet, it's mad. Listen, what do you want me to start on? Do you want me to start on the Barca side of things or the Chelsea side?
Wherever you want to start, bro. This is your time.
Lewandowski, you're meant to be one of the best strikers we've ever seen. How do you get pocketed like that? This guy gets talked in conversations. You know, old man Benzema, we saw what he did at Real Madrid. Old man Suarez, when he left Barca, we saw what he did at Atletico. Lewa, where are you? Yamal he apparently was supposed to win the Ballon d'Or. All of this, how amazing he is. You got This is how I know, Yamal. I know you're not really African. I know you're a Spanish player. Because if you are African, you don't get moved to by Cucurella. He's like 4'2", bro. Cucurella is smaller than Mike's. You don't get moved to Cucurella. I'm sorry, you don't. That what?
Where's he put me for?
That was a okay. Anyways, Cucurella. Sorry, you're here, isn't it? Sorry, Cucurella. Hey, Cucurella, you don't get moved to like that, bro. You think Mahrez gets moved to like that? You think Salah gets moved to like that easily? Mane? Bro, even Samuel Chukwueze and Moses Simon don't get moved to like that, bro. What the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? De Jong. Listen, this guy's not a defensive midfielder. I'm sorry, guys. Look, alright. Pick up E.
Big up, Elijah.
De Jong's not a defensive midfielder. Great technical midfielder, great on the ball, yes, whatever. He's not a defensive midfielder. Ronald Araujo. Man like Ronald McDonald. How do you get 2 yellows? The second yellow, I don't even agree that you should have got booked for that. But Cucurella, he makes the meal out of it. You get sent off. And then Flick decides to keep the high line for the second half. You crazy? Did you not see what we did to Ange 2 years ago with Poch? The high line. Jackson got a hat-trick. And he missed a hat-trick of chances that game. Oh, my team, I'm happy that we can go into big games again, knowing that we can win. It was a dark days with Potter, Poch, dark days, bro. I'm happy that we're back. We're back knowing that we can win these big games, bro. We can go machine for machine. And we even have our best machine. We didn't have our nuke in Palmer, bro. We didn't have our nuke. It's like the Avengers fighting Thanos without the Hulk. We didn't have our nuke. Esteval, listen, this whole generational talent stuff, I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to talk about that. However, this guy's the truth, bro. If he's even half the talent of Neymar, this guy's the truth. He's got the ability, but he also, bro, he's a church kid. Bro, after our game against Arsenal, he's going to go to church. This guy's praying before games. He's praying at halftime. Listen, if Saka's the star boy, Esteval's the son of God, bro. Jesus Christ incarnate. He's the son of God.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, bro. Jesus Esteval. That's what he is. Respect him, bro. My baller. Enzo Fernandez, hey, phenomenal. Again, phenomenal. Listen, Caicedo's Caicedo. I keep saying to people, only judge Caicedo in these big games. Because I don't care what he does against Fulham and them, man. I don't care what he does against Spurs, with all due respect. Judge him in these big games. And he wasn't even at his best today. He didn't have to be. Barca aren't good. Garnacho. Listen, the one thing about Garnacho I always say is at least you have chaos in it. So just have the chaos. There was no chaos in that. So you just shit. You weren't even shit with chaos. You were just shit. And even though you were shit, you were still able to have a go with Koundé because he's awful. He's dog awful. All the wingers from both teams on the pitch, Yamal was the worst one. Crazy. Rashford came on looking that they could make a bit of a difference. And Maresca, at halftime, you took off Gusto when he was on yellow. Smart thing to do. Because if Gusto stays on, Barca dive, get him sent off. Hey, could have been a long day. That chance they had after our offside at the start of the game with Ferran Torres, if that had gone in, could have been a different day, could have been a long day, but it didn't. And big up KG, big up John. Hey, Mali saying we'll talk soon. All right, bro, you're coming to the bridge. Okay, the fortress again is where you're going. So relax, man. Relax. But yeah, I'm I'm so happy. We did our job against Burnley, which that could have been, a tricky one, knowing what Chelsea are like. We dismantled Barcelona. 3 offsides and 1 goal chalked off because of a handball or something? Bro, we dismantled Barcelona. Those offside calls, by the way, we know how inconsistent refs are. So on a different night, it really could have been, 3 plus? It could have been 6, quite easily, if those decisions stood, quite easily. And people can say the standard in Europe has dropped and whatever. Fine, we can talk about how La Liga is not the same Liga was like 5 years ago, 10 years ago. That's fine, but the Prem is not the same standard it was 5, 10 years ago either. So we're all shit all round. And if we're all shit, then it's a level playing field. And we just battered you. I think we have the 3rd most wins against Barcelona in the Champions League.
Shit, I didn't know that.
Bro, yes. They've only beaten us at the Bridge, I think, maybe once. Bro, West Ham, I'm pretty sure, have more wins at Stamford Bridge than Barca did.
That's mad because we never win there.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Bowen over Yamal, I hear it, man.
Someone said it, innit?
Hey, and you agree with the guy that said it?
Of course, man.
Hey, but yeah, I'm so happy. And okay, these 2 guys. I've said a lot of words about these players.
I do, it's coming.
Oh, you knew I was going to speak about those? Okay. I've called them Chuckle Brothers. I've called them Chuckle, niggas. Middle name, Jehovah's Witness. There's apparently some AI clip of me online about the goalkeeper. I said they've middle named him. I don't know. Mike's posted it, so I don't know. Talk to Mike's AI. But I stand by the AI clip, but I don't know. It wasn't me that said it, but I agree with the guy. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to say the same thing I said when we beat Atletico Madrid 1-0, when we had 2 goals the first leg in the round of 16 in the Champions League in 2021. I'm just going to let these center backs and goalkeeper cook and just see what happens. I'll take my foot off their neck a little bit and let them breathe and just see what happens. So I'm not going to give them their name back yet, but middle name, Jehovah. I'll let you cook for like a couple of months and I'll see what happens at the end. I'm not going to, every little mistake, I'm not going to get on your neck. I think that's only fair, Mikes, because I always talk about how Chelsea fans, like, what more does Maresca have to do for you guys just to back him and give him the benefit of the doubt? So for me now, I'm like, cool, I'll just let you guys play. If you guys make a mistake in the next game, yes, I'll be critical, but I'm not going to be, there won't be any vim with it. I'll just let you guys bake for a little bit and we see what happens. Now, do I still want you here long term? No, but we're winning games, we're keeping clean sheets. I can't keep, like, it would only, people, it would be an agenda if I just kept going at them. So I'm just going to, well, like, Mike, what do you think I'm being fair by doing that? Or no?
That's exactly how I'd operate as well. Like, if my players, well, because I look at it from a perspective as well. Like, again, I said this on the show at Mena last week. Credit to Maresca, because covering mistakes is a very key aspect in managing, especially when you have to be forced to hand that future when it comes to working with what you have. And Sanchez and Chalobah, the reason why they haven't been dropped, obviously, the lack of options are there's not really many options there to like completely rotate them all the time or completely bin them off. So he kind of has to find other ways to bin off their mistakes, and there's only so much a manager can do. But whether it's something that he's instilled confidence in them off the pitch, as well as covering their mistakes on the pitch with the way he plays and stuff, like, he's done that really well. He's done that really well.
Especially with Sanchez, how we play out of the back now. Like, Sanchez, instead of just hitting, like a prime example. Remember last year in December when we played Fulham, the game we lost 2-1. Remember Sanchez hoops it to Kukureya, he loses it in the air, we get countered, and they score the winner. We don't do that anymore. Sanchez now hits it into an area for us to run into instead of just aiming for the player. So that's Maresca now tweaking things to the player's strengths and hiding their weaknesses. So when people say he hasn't improved players, but you guys love Sanchez and Chalaba, Son, Maresca, no? But yeah, listen, if these two make mistakes against Arsenal, like, yeah, I'll be critical. I might even cuss a little bit, but I'm gonna stand by my word. My foot will be off their necks for a little period. It's like they've just been let out of prison. They've got an ankle monitor on them, so if you break the terms of parole, maybe they go back to prison. But as of right now, you're on probation, foot's off their neck. Let's see how they are in civilian life now. Let's see how they are. That's. Hey, I have to be. I can't keep it. Like, if I kept going at them, people would say it's an agenda. So that's how I'm fair. That's how I'm fair. But
Yeah,
go beat Arsenal now, guys. Please, let's go beat Arsenal. Before I would have said beat Barca, get a draw against Arsenal, but now we have to win. We have to, please, because these guys are a loss away from pure meltdown. So go beat them.
this is the thing about Chelsea now. It's like every time I look at Chelsea, I always think, especially with the lack of cohesion with it when it comes to transfer windows and always not being completely happy with what you address, etc. It always allows Chelsea to be a bit streaky under a manager that gives them a surface to almost try and express yourself, sort of thing, which is what Maresca has done. And over the past year and a half to 2 years or whatever, year and a half, we've seen Chelsea go on bad runs and mainly good runs. 2 trophies, a lot of games where you feel like, yeah, they put other teams to the sword here. They've improved the home record. They might have the one odd game where they might fall into a report, a bit of a mistakes, but for the most part, we've seen Chelsea really rise above sea level when it comes to just putting other teams to the sword, and we're seeing Chelsea correct an era of. It wasn't a massive era of doing mad shit, but just bleeping out the mistakes for the most part, or at least trying to keep it on a down low. And I didn't think Chelsea would be able to continue for this long. To be honest with you, I think for me, when I saw the Sunderland result, I thought that might be a start of a bit of a dip again, and then Chelsea will come back into winning a few games again, and it'll just be a bit up and down. Then the title race talk will probably die down around, I said, January, Christmas time. When we're actually getting closer to that time, and Chelsea is still there. I know Chelsea were at a similar place last year, if I'm not mistaken, because I feel like you had a lot of wins up until losing to Fulham on Boxing Day, from what I remember, and I can't believe that was nearly a year ago. So that you've been in before, but you look like a different team from last year, in my opinion.
Yeah, we were at a certain point, I think like a point away from Liverpool or something like that. So, I mean, we were playing better last year, people could say, I guess, but we were scoring more goals. There were a lot of games we had the first half of last season where we weren't controlling it. It was very end to end. Like the is it the Brighton game we had this season or the Brentford game, and even Sunderland? If we had Palmer, I don't believe we lose all 3 games. Look at last season. Do you remember the Brighton game we had? The 5-2. Palmer scored 4 in one half. Everyone praised. Without Palmer, we lose that game. The Bournemouth game, we won 1-0 when Sancho came on and assisted Nkunku. That should have been 0-0. There was another game we played. I think was it maybe Brentford, where it was 1-1. I think Jackson scored early. Like there were games we had last year that were also end-to-end and cagey, but we got through them a lot in the first half of the season. We don't have Palmer to be the X factor now because he's injured. So that's why we had that little bit of a like bad patch. But regardless, we are where we are. We're 6 points off Arsenal. And listen, I don't believe this whole title race stuff because I need to see some sort of consistency before I can really say it. But yeah, stop calling me, man. But you can hear it, right?
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, stop calling me. But listen, go beat Arsenal and then go beat Leeds because beating Arsenal and losing to Leeds will be pointless. So go beat Arsenal and then we have a run of games. I actually haven't even checked all the games, but this December, January period, if we go through that and we get to like the end of January and we're still second or maybe third, but we're a few points off top, then I'll believe, yes, we actually in a title race and we can go. Because last year at Maresca, the year before that with Poch, these players, the spine, they've shown they can go on a run towards the end. Fuck off, man. They've shown that they can go on a. They've shown that they can go on the run towards the end of the season. But Poch, we should have got top 4. With Poch, we should have got top 4 if he was able to manage like 2 games better. With Maresca last year, we were brilliant in the back end. We finished 4th, won the Conference League, took that a run on, won the Club World Cup. So now I'm expecting, and I know we can pull off a great run towards the end of the season. Now, what that run will consist, like, what will that run end up make us do? Does that mean we win the league? I don't believe so. Can we win the Champions League? I truly believe we can. Because I trust these guys. If we get to a semi-final of the Champions League, I can guarantee we're going to win it. I just need these guys to get to that stage first. That's the thing. I don't want to face a Frankfurt in a quarterfinal and these guys just switch off and we get knocked out. You know, these guys need to be on it or in the knockout stages of the Champions League 100%, no matter who we face. But listen, we're like, regardless of our deficiencies, we're here, innit? So
yeah,
just go on a run, please. Because listen, if it was City, I wouldn't mind because if they win the league, they win the league. I don't care. Even if it was Liverpool to an extent, it would be annoying, but whatever. I can't have us being second and Arsenal winning the league. Because they'll just twist the narrative and say we lost the title. I can't have that at all. So we have to do what we have to do. And if it's only us challenging them, then we got to run it. But I think City will still win the league. But still, now, these guys, if we beat them, the meltdown will be amazing. It's all we need to do. Just get the job. Like, yeah, bro, please, yeah, please. I've never wanted anything more. Just beat them. Just beat them.
If it's a Chelsea Arsenal title race, I need to book a holiday immediately. Immediately. Like, I'm talking immediately. I would rather shoot my brains out than witness a title race between like you pricks and them pricks.
But surely us winning it is better than them.
It doesn't matter. Because
Really?
you see, I wouldn't have minded Chelsea winning the league if I wasn't on YouTube. And the reason why I say that is because I don't like Chelsea, but at least I was used to them winning things. Especially like leagues, Champions Leagues, etc. I was pissed off when you won the second one because I was just like, now I have to get used to everything of Chelsea winning everything now. And I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered. And I was just like, this is going to be a turn. At that point, I thought it was going to be a turning point again. I thought Chelsea were going to go back to dominating and shit. At that point, I just thought, yeah, fuck this. But I'm on YouTube. I've said this before. Chelsea fans are some of the most annoying people after West Ham lose. It's like in my comment section, specifically in my chat. Half of these men in the chat are Chelsea fans as well. And here's the difference. It would be better still than Arsenal winning the league. It's not a good outcome. You see, when City win the league, most chill life. It's the most chill life. Not because, nobody cares about City. It's none of that. I don't hate them. When Liverpool win it, I don't give a fuck about Liverpool either. But when City win it, it's like, it's calm. I just sit like this and watch everyone else cry. I can watch everyone else cry. I don't even have anything else against Liverpool, but watching their fans get pissed off is still kind of funny because they just chat nonsense. So it's still kind of funny.
Yeah.
But Arsenal winning the league, first of all, I'm going to go like Cambodia or some shit. I'm going to go ISIS. That's where I'm going. I'm going ISIS.
Man, you're going back home to Uganda.
Yeah, I'll go Kenya, Uganda, all of that. But if Chelsea win the league, cool, I'll just turn my phone off. But still, like, a title race between there's no fun in that. There is no fun in that. Oh, that's disgusting. That makes me want to puke. I need you lot to get something on the weekend. Don't get me wrong, because I'd rather you get something than them. But City, fix up for the love of God. I'm begging you, fucking baldy. Just fix up, Pep. Don't keep the same team. Just don't fucking do some nonsense. Stop playing Bernardo Silva on a right wing and all this shit. You see, I'm generally having to root for Manchester City like it's fucking West Ham for like the past 3-4 years because of Arsenal competing at the top. It's very annoying. And the more I cave into this season, the less confidence I've actually grown compared to last season. I genuinely think Arsenal are going to win the league, and I never say this at this part of the season, but it's looking so bleak because I don't know what Chelsea are going to do next most of the time. With Manchester City, they look way better than last season, but I don't know if it's going to be enough because I think the odd away games still get when they go to that odd away day when it's Villa and Newcastle and them type of away games, which they've shown this season, they fuck up. And with Liverpool, forget them. They're competing with us at this point. So, it's just I fucking hate.
Yeah.
I hate football. I hate football. I hate this shit. I hate this fucking sport.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say I hear you, but you know, if we win the league, we won't be that bad compared to Arsenal. I can get well. Actually, no.
I know.
Lewis is annoying. I hear you. Lewis is actually
bro.
annoying.
You know that every time I go Capital Conflict, I've got to witness this like world champion stuff for like 4 years. So that on top of it, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. There's nothing I can say.
Bro, I just saw an Arsenal. Bro, there's a thumbnail on YouTube. You know that Paz, the creator guy, the one about Ronaldinho, the non-league player. He has a thumbnail up from the game that said, "I told you Elise is a girl's name," because they beat Bayern. That's funny though. I'm not gonna lie, it's funny. But yeah, no. Listen, I hear you. I'm not even saying you're wrong because listen, you know what I'm like. You know I find Chelsea fans annoying. So, but yeah, Lewis with the belts, with the world champions and Premier. I know, I get it will be annoying, but just imagine peak Chelsea annoying, right? Imagine what Lewis is like with the belt for 4 years. You know it's gonna be like 1,000 times worse if it was Arsenal.
I know, nothing's worse than Arsenal. But I don't want this to. I don't want like the fucking. I don't want a best worst case scenario situation. You know.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying lesser of two evils, isn't it?
Yeah, but still, I don't want it to happen. Like it doesn't make me feel better. Like it's still fucking. the internet. I'm going on holiday. Like that I'm just gonna go on holiday. I might go solo, bro. I might just I might need a trip just for myself at that point. Go
Man, so you're
fucking
gonna fully
Spain or some
rebrand the
shit.
channel. Gonna fully rebrand the channel.
No, that's only if West Ham go down.
Bro,
If
imagine
West Ham go
West
down
Ham
as well, oh my god.
and Arsenal win the league. Oh yeah, crazy. Yeah. Bro, if West Ham go down, Arsenal win the league, Chelsea win Champions League. and Spurs win FA Cup.
I thought that ain't happening. That ain't happening.
I know. But hey, if Palace retain FA Cup, okay.
Get the fuck out of here. Palace retaining. Palace ain't retaining shit. Won their fucking first trophy last year, bruv. Fuck them. Fucking.
Bro,
and I've got to have the fucking receding one. Fuck's sake.
What, Sullivan?
Nah, Nuno. But him as well. Oh, fucking, he can fucking get boned and arrowed.
Listen, if Arsenal win the league, Mikes, and you feel about like ending it, I'll take Sullivan with you.
Bro, I would have done it by now. If I knew how to do it, I would have done it by now. Like,
Right. Sullivan, send location, big man. Send location.
it's on site, bro. I reckon there's more of a chance at Arsenal Chelsea UCL final than Arsenal Chelsea title race. We could be out of the title race by next Monday.
Yeah, no, like I don't believe we're actually challenging. If these guys want to prove that they can challenge, to me, to change my mind, they have to show consistency. In terms of Arsenal, I said I think it was maybe it's after against the first leg against Real Madrid. I said Arsenal this season can make it to the Champions League final. And I also said they'll lose the Champions League final. So if we play them in the final and beat them, bro, hey, you know how dark that will be for them.
That's the ultimate.
Dark,
that's
bro.
the ultimate. That's the ultimate fucking.
Beating them in 2 European finals. There can be no more talk of London's raids. No, bro, that might like. I thought Spurs winning the Europa League final would be what changes people, what turns people against Arteta. If we beat them in a Champions League final, and you stole back Arteta, dark, bro. It's dark. That's worse than backing a manager who's been in charge 12 months and only won 12 Premier League games. Yeah, it's crazy because Touchline was on J channel with Elijah. I watched that stream back. No one noticed that Touchline said we're beating Everton, and he said we're in a title race. They lost 1-0. Shrewsbury Hall, my driller, my midfielder. Hey, Sullivan, I told you buy him, but you know.
You expect Sullivan to have sense.
Yeah, maybe if I was, a woman pretending to be a man, he would have listened. But, you know.
Probably.
Probably.
Maybe
West Ham will buy Garnacho.
That's Sullivan's dream player.
Sullivan will buy Garnacho for the women's team. Do you guys have a women's team, right?
Yeah, of course we do. We're not that shit. Fucking hell.
And I'm assuming Sullivan invests more in your women's team than in the men's team.
You don't invest in either.
Oh, I would have thought if anything, then he would first.
No, they don't have willies. They're actual women.
Yeah. They don't have willies. It's crazy. What a soundbite that is. That's crazy.
They don't though. Like Sullivan doesn't like actual women. It's the transition players.
Okay. Yeah, great. When Sullivan heard of Baller League, he thought it was full of transition players.
He likes RuPaul and them, man. Like,
James Charles.
yeah, them type of men. Yeah,
Allegedly.
that's what the emphasis. They might jump on a summer cruise or get you this. I'm genuinely down. If this happens, I'm down, bro. I'm
Mike
down,
streaming
bro.
from the cruise. Hey, summer series on the cruise. Let's go.
I am not streaming. The fuck. If that shit happens, I am not streaming. I'm having a summer to myself. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I will not be streaming.
Oh
No.
yes, because I saw Liverpool's next games that are coming up, bro. You have to, you must.
Like, this is the thing. Like, West Ham better beat Liverpool on Sunday. Liverpool gets smoked to get at home to PSV is peak. Big up Cheatham, by the way. Only sense Sullivan has was when getting his Dolly Parton up. And
Okay.
Summers, yeah. Fuck Ann Summers, bruv. Fuck Ann Summers, bruv. Like, that's all I'm gonna say.
He
Fuck
owned
Ann
Ann Summers, right?
Yeah, he had investment in it. I don't know whether he still owns it now, but yeah, he was like running it at some point.
But
Bruv,
Ann Summers is
fuck.
for women.
Yeah, they own the sex shop. Him and Go.
Yeah, but it's for women, not for Garnachos.
Yeah, but it's Diddy Sullivan.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, we have got Liverpool on the weekend, and Liverpool did lose today. But people are gonna, I know people are going to ask me because John asked earlier, am I more confident now? No, it doesn't. Liverpool losing tonight for me doesn't make a difference. The reason why it doesn't make a difference is because West Ham don't capitalize. West Ham just came back off a game where we should have won 2-0. We should have won 2-0. And he decided to put a defender on for a winger, go 6 in the back, park the bus, and literally parking the bus for 45 minutes. And we drew 2-2, and we sat even deeper than we already were. We already had 5 defenders on the pitch. He then took off Callum Wilson. He then took off Fernandez. And it got worse and worse and worse. We also, Liverpool have Konate doing badly. They have Van Dijk doing badly. We have Max Kilman. We have Max fucking Kilman. I am taking the current state of Konate and Van Dijk right now over any state of Max Kilman. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what state Konate is in. It is still better than what Max Kilman is doing now. But because there's more of eyes on what Konate and Van Dijk are doing, it seems worse than it actually is. People got to understand. I get it, it's Liverpool away from home, it's not Anfield, but that don't even matter anymore. Liverpool will beat a Villa and lose to Nottingham Forest. There's still a manager out there that will always open their legs. Like, you know, when a whore, for example, when a whore tries to say that she's changed her ways and tries to go into, like, I'm working a 9 to 5 now, I'm trying to get me settled down and all of that. You know, of the one bit of temptation from another guy where she's getting moved to at work while being in a relationship, you know, she's gone back to her old ways and her job is gone. That is West Ham this weekend. Don't be embarrassed by the 3 games.
That's a weird way to phrase OnlyFans.
No, that's what I'm saying. They changed from OnlyFans. So that's what I'm saying. They've changed their ways.
You can't judge me now. You know.
Yeah, I've got 9 to 5. I work in Sainsbury's, guys.
Anyone who saved my content, you can't post it, delete it. You know, you can't judge me. You know, I go to church now.
yeah. This is West Ham after 3 games. It's like I can't believe my eyes when I saw them try to say 3 unbeaten. We should have been winning, you fucks. We should have won that game. We was 2-0 up. And we parked the bus to then draw 2-2. So this is why it doesn't make a difference. Because if even a bad Isak, even a bad Alexander Isak, will kill the living life out of Max Kilman. If he just realizes, you know what, Tadebo's there and Kilman is there, I'll go for Kilman. Isak is going to be fine. But if he plays Ekatike, it's even longer right now. It's even longer right now for us. Cool, I'm not necessarily afraid of Mohamed Salah. But Mohamed Salah is still Mohamed Salah. I'm going to be afraid by name. rather than being afraid of what he's capable of this season. And with the way Nuno self-destructs throughout the game, it's not going to make a difference. However, with Liverpool, I was said about a month. It's been like a month ago now. I said this guy should have gone. Slot needs to go. Slot is exposing himself day in, day out, and the reason why he's doing that is because last year was a tweaked version. It was the transition period of Klopp and Slot. It was it still felt like a Klopp style team in a slot formation, which is what most of us were saying anyway. But buying all these players has allowed Slot to try and play his own way of football. We don't know what that is. I don't know what a Dutch manager's obsession is, by the way, with a zero-man midfield. Why is one midfielder in defense and one midfielder all the way over there? I don't like it when managers do that. Where is your midfield?
Bro, this thing about Dutch managers and them being great, I'll be real. The last great Dutch manager is Van Gaal.
Yeah.
Bro, it's mad. Like, Slot, Ten Hag, the board, none of you, man, like, want technical players. But Van Gaal, he had to suffer with Borthwick, Jackson and them, man. And he made them look good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, crazy. Bro, Van Gaal got sacked. They got in Jose, and that summer they brought in Pogba. Van Gaal had to suffer with Chris Smalling.
A Wash Schweinsteiger.
Pogba. A Wash Schweinsteiger.
Schneiderlin.
Schwidfield.
Schneiderlin, Schwidfield.
That's what he got given. And Jose got Pogba, and the next summer he got Matic. Do you know what Van Gaal could have done with Pogba and Matic?
Without them cooking. Like, didn't Mourinho literally get Ibrahimovic the year after? He got Ibra, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine if Di Maria stayed. Imagine Di Maria stayed and he got Pogba and Ibra and Matip. Could you imagine? Van Gaal would have had a decent Man United team.
Bro, Di Maria didn't want to stay because Van Gaal was playing in midfield. But I'll be real, who else did they have? If United had Pogba, then maybe Di Maria could have played somewhere else. They had no one, bro. Like, it's all you, bro. You managers don't like midfielders, bro. You don't like technical midfield. It's just road runners. I look at United and even Liverpool, no control. These are the word I hate. These sort of these Poch-like managers. All you want is energy, intensity. No controlling your midfield. No one to slow it down. No one. You've got Ugarte, and now you're being linked to Gallagher. I dare you to get Gallagher in January. I dare you, bro. I said when he signed for Atletico Madrid, he'll be there a year or two, and he'll come back and join Tottenham. I dare you to sign Gallagher.
Anyone against Gallagher should shoot themselves. Nobody's begging out for a Conor Gallagher.
But United fans will love him, though.
Oh yeah, they will. Yeah.
This is what these, like, I can't even say just English fans. There's Premier League mentality of loving the passion merchants, the road runners. You love the Gallaghers. You love the Mounts. You love these sort of guys. The Genus, these sort of players, bro. You love these sort of players. Why? What do they actually offer? Bellingham, even though Bellingham's a better player than those guys, Bellingham's also a road runner. Let's be real.
Yeah, he's not.
Morgan Rogers, he's also a road runner. Morgan Gibbs-White, he's also a road runner. Mike, you said
I don't think Rogers.
I'll give you credit for this, right? He's more technical, obviously, but I do think he kind of is a road runner. I'll be real. But you said this about Gibbs-White and Rogers. They're not 10s, they're 8s. Let them be box to box. Let them be 8s. Because no one wants to play with a 3-man midfield. Everyone wants to play with a 10. Let Rogers play the left or right of an 8 in a 3-man midfield.
Yeah, like Rogers is what everyone thought a young Bellingham was. What I mean by
Yeah.
that is they get in the same areas, but Rodgers is quicker when it comes to running with the ball, getting past players. He actually takes players on like a technical player. He's got good energy anyway, but like his main attributes is getting in the middle and finding that 7.5 space. Like this is the right term. Like, well, he is in between a bit. He is
Yeah.
in between a bit.
He's
But he at
he's
least what he
more
has.
he's closer to the baller than the roadrunner. But yeah, he's in that
Yeah,
spectrum. Yeah.
Yeah, but he at least has like more to his armor than the Bellingham, Mount Gallagher, etc. All these men. But
Facts.
I would never rate these players into like not. I'm not including Rodgers in this. I'm not even including Gibbs White in this because I just don't think Gibbs White is the level. I just think Gibbs White is a standard mid-table player. I think it was actually Tottenham probably dodged a bullet, not getting him necessarily because I don't think it's necessarily what they needed. Even though I do think he would have been probably better than Simmons just because he would have settled in quicker. But in general, I will never rate these players that will get a goal now and then, pop up in the moment, and are just running about. I will never rate these type of players because no one criticizes them every time they score a goal. It's they are bleeding whatever club they're playing for. I get this a lot with Thomas Suchek quite a lot. No one wanted to talk about when he got a red card against Tottenham because West Ham fans like to claim they care about the Tottenham game. But when Suchek got the red card, no abuse. As soon as he scored a couple goals, it's like, yeah, what did I tell you about Suchek? Blah 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. Go and fuck each other. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Simple as that. I don't care. Like when it comes to these type of players, yeah, what these managers need to figure out is like these players will be fine if you play a certain way of like, let's say sit counter-attacking team and you got the other players that retain the ball around them, then cool. I get having some of these players, but if you are a manager, you have to have your balance of guys that are physically fit and technically fit. It's just as simple as that. And they have to be in certain positions as well. I don't want my midfielders to be running around like madmen, and then when they get the ball, they do fuck all. I need you to do both. And by the way, I don't know why people made it an either or thing. If I'm looking at even a Gravenberch now, he's a good player. Maybe not what Liverpool fans say, but he's a good player and he can do the running. But he's not a number fucking 6. I'll tell you that for sure. I've been said multiple times. One thing Liverpool needed to get was a fucking 6 in the summer. But I thought they would be fine. They'll still win the league, but they'll crash out every other competition. Cool. I was even wrong about that. They're not going to win fuck all this season. But a player like you can't have like 3 Szoboszlais. You can't have 3 Conor Gallaghers. You can't have 3 Mason Mounts. You can't have 3 of the same player over and over again. And your guy who's a sitter cannot be your most technical player that you have. You can't. The guys that are closer to goal have to be slightly better than that. They can be technical, but the guys that are getting closer to goal need to be technical as well. Because who's going to thread the ball through? Who's going to make who's going to have the great decision making to spot all these front 3? Who's going to do that? And are they even going to do the running off the ball? Are they? Or are they going to be one of them players like a Tarap from back in the day where all he wants to do is smoke shisha and just get the ball and do nutmegs? You got to find a balance.
Yeah.
You have to. You have to. Like Slot is being a victim of that right now, and we're seeing it with Ten Hag. I remember the memes about Ten Hag's structure between his midfield, his defense, and his attack. Slot is doing the same thing.
That meme from if anyone watches Mandan Talk on Saeed's channel, the you know that clip about the 3 lines of defense.
Yeah.
And you know what's mad? Like I kind of got what he was. I understood what he was trying to say, but like on that type of show, you can't word it like that, bro. You're gonna get pressed.
You just got it wrong.
Like
you just got it wrong.
Football, this YouTube, yeah, but this YouTube space is like football. You need a good first touch, bro. If you're not secure and you don't know what you're trying to do immediately, you're gonna get pressed off the ball. You're gonna get pressed off the ball.
No, facts.
It's crazy.
Facts. Like
Darren Fletcher type players.
Yeah, but like the truth is with the Darren Fletcher type players is they were good for the squad. Like Fletcher was around the Scholes. Fletcher was around the Carrick. Fletcher was sometimes on the right wing in certain games, sometimes in centre midfield when he needed to be. Fletcher was also decent on the ball. He wasn't that bad on the ball either. Like he wasn't like
Yeah.
he wasn't like fucking Scholes himself. He wasn't even Carrick himself, but he could switch a ball, put a tackle in, distribute the ball how you needed to. You could have those type of players. You can't have three of them. I know it's Fergie, I know it's Man United, so they had everything. But at the same time, you are Liverpool, because we are talking about Liverpool. Like, for example, you cannot have like McAllister and Gravenberch can work in the midfield that has a sitter, for example, and you can play a 4-3-3. If you had a Watson and a McAllister Gravenberch, it's not a bad midfield. You can let the fullbacks bomb on a bit and they can control the ball a bit. It's calm. It's calm. But you can't have them as a pivot and then fucking Verts in the middle. You can't have them in the pivot and then Sabozalai doing all the running trying to press. You can't. But also, I fully get, by the way, we should be criticizing the Liverpool players as well. Because everyone needs to get shot when it comes to holding criticism. But if every player is looking like shit, whose fault is it? Because Kirkes isn't this bad. I maintain this. Kirkes isn't this bad of a player. Isak isn't this bad of a player. Van Dijk hasn't looked this bad in a while. He didn't even have a bad start to the season. But ever since around the Chelsea game time, complete fall off. Konate hasn't looked good all season. If every right back is looking shit, Mohamed Salah's completely fallen off. But he's never looked this bad in general. I think it's a balance of age and him naturally falling off and him having to adapt to actually, oh shit, I need to actually show I'm a footballer here because my pace is fucking gone. My electricity and my fucking legs are gone. But if only
Bro.
Ekatike is showing levels, whose fault is it?
Bro, I got tricked. I like we all know what Salah is and stuff, but I was thinking, listen, if Trent going, Salah, like he'll be able to, keep in this playmaking bag he's been in the last like 2 seasons, and it'll be somewhat okay, bro. Yeah, man. Salah. Yeah. Listen, if anyone knows African football, North Africans are supposed to be the most techie players.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you actually Egyptian, Salah? Are you?
Salah
are Egyptians the least techie of North Africans? Because you've got no bag.
Salah is from... Secretly, he's from Mexico. The reason why I say that is because Mexican players have the odd tech now and then. The odd tech, the moment tech. Salah reminds me of that.
Chucky Lozano.
Yeah, a Lozano, a Chicharito, a Pablo Barrera, even a Pablo Barrera from back in the day. Them type of players. Salah is Lozano. Like pace, odd bit of tech, might get the odd goal in here and there, but just had steroids and asthma pumps pumped into him for about 5 to 7 years. Like it happens, man. It happens. Listen, it happened to Juventus. Take drugs. Like there's crackheads in the stadium that take drugs. Like it happens, Salah. No one can tell me like he's completely clean. He has a Christmas tree, bro. Like, you can't be that clean. But I think in general, Salah's Mexican. Because Marmouche is a techie player. Even El Nene wasn't. El Nene was like is like a Darren Fletcher. Like that, he's not got bad tech.
They call him the Pyramid Pirlo. Like, so yeah, like what? Like, did it skip a generation with Salah? Like, what's going on? Like, what? Like, you've got bro. John Obi Mikel. He played number 10 for Nigeria back when we were good, by the way. Not the shit we have now. When we won AFCON in 2013, he played as our 10. Like, where's the like? It's just Salah. Like, where is it? Are you just a goal scorer now? So should you not just be the striker then? And they shouldn't have bought Isaac, and it could just be Ekatike and Salah as a 2. Like,
No,
what's going
but
on?
here's what happened. Here's what happened with Salah. Should be on the bench. Forget any starting place. He should be on the bench. But it's any manager got the balls to drop Mohamed Salah. I don't think they do. Especially if someone of Slot's ilk. And with even if Slot goes, Liverpool are going to get a manager that has got the balls to drop players like that. Unless, and I've been saying this for a few weeks now, the manager they should be getting if Slot goes is Glasner. And I'm not just saying it because he's been doing well. I'm saying it because the squad that they have right now, it is fucking perfect for his formation. Glasner is like an Unai Emery who has never had the chance to, and even he's had less of a chance than Emery, by the way, to go to a big club, like a massive club, and try and take on the very top. Glasner has got the mentality. He's not like a Frank or a Potter. I'm a nice guy. A Glasner is a prick. You need a character like him. Glasner does not hold bar any player. He demands shit from the board. He demands shit from his players. When Palace already won the FA Cup and they faced Liverpool and they performed the way they performed, he gave them a battering of a talk. The way he was talking about them in the press conference, he was not happy. Romain Esse, they signed from Millwall, great player from the Championship, doesn't even get first team minutes because he's not fucking good enough. That's why he's not getting first team minutes. You're not good enough. You hold bench until I tell you. He doesn't care. He'll walk into any club and be like, "You're holding bench under me." You told Kevin he had to even endure the characters of Kevin Trapp, who was at PSG and went to Frankfurt to be the main guy. Yeah, you're a main guy, but you're under me. Realize that. You're a guy that's gonna get taken off in the 20th minute. I remember I watched West Ham Frankfurt. I was there at the stadium for the first leg. There was a guy who had a stinker. I don't remember his name, but he was basically a backup to even a Dicker because he was suspended at the time. He had a stinker in the first 20 minutes. Glasner was like, "Get the fuck off. Get off the pitch. You're coming off 20 minutes in. You're coming off the pitch." Glasner would be perfect for Liverpool. Glasner's contract is running out. You need to go and press Crystal Palace now. Because he would get he also has made Dichi Kamada adapt to a deeper role in midfield, which he didn't start off well by doing, but when he does play there now, looks decent. He would have them fullbacks flying. He would make Conor Bradley and Frimpong look great. Kirkes look amazing. He'd probably put Robertson in the back three now, and if not, he'll put him at wing back still. They probably just need one more centre back, and then they're good. One or two, probably. Probably two, because of Canate dipping. But let's say they got Glasner now, and got Gay in the summer, on a free.
Yeah, that would make the back three a lot easier. So what? Allison, Frimpong, Kirkes wing backs, Canate, Van Dijk in the middle, Guehi. Who's the two midfielders? What would be McAllister, Gravenberch?
For now, it'd have to be until the summer, yeah.
Yeah, because I said in the summer when they bought Frimpong and Kirkes, I assumed they were going to play a back three. That means playing a three and with Frimpong as a wing back means Salah does even less running. He's closer to goal. Wirtz has played in the three at Leverkusen, balled out. Isaac, striker, so it doesn't really matter on the formation per se. Kirkes does best when he can bomb forward. That's what he did at Bournemouth. For country, he plays as a wing back. It makes sense having that formation, but I think if they got Guehi, they would have made the switch. But because they don't have another center back, that Leone guy who's 18, he's injured, and for people say play Joe Gomez, the guy doesn't have the hamstring, bro. He's too injured.
But also, Slot's never played a back three. I just think he wanted to play a 4-2-3-1 where he thought Kirkes would do the three in the back row in possession and Frimpong fly on, which wasn't Kirkes' game.
But you can't say, if he's never played a back three, why are you buying wing backs for a manager that's not played a three then?
That's the thing. Like I personally think Slot thought he could get that to work though. Like he thought he could find a balance where sometimes I'll play a box in midfield and I have two fullbacks flying on and think I'm going to blaze the league in my way. Because sometimes he used to do that at Feyenoord, from what I'd heard, and shit like that. Like I remember, like Malacia against Roma in the Conference League final tucked into a back three, which is why Kirkes did that. But I personally think he tried to go too attacking and fuck up the balance. Whereas at least they had a bit of pragmatism last year. Like that's what I gave him credit for, was when they were leaking under Klopp. Klopp would never like maybe sit back a little bit unless it was like a Champions League final or whatever. Where Slot sometimes would just go and see out the game after a 1-0 or whatever. And he would adapt very well to Van Dijk and Konate. Now he's just playing completely like in a very Eredivisie. That's how he's
not
playing.
adapting or anything. It's weird because you were meant to be the standard bearer on tacticians last season. Now, like it's like it is very similar to like Ten Hag, because regardless of what happened, like with Ollie and stuff like that, not being good enough, he did leave the basis of a good-ish squad. Fine, not good enough to challenge for a title or whatever, but like a good top 6 level squad he left United with. And Ten Hag tried playing to the players, playing counter-attack. You won how my fingers like what?
No, you're back.
Hello?
You're back. Maybe not.
Where did I cut off at?
What's it called? Ten Hag. That's where you cut off.
Give me a second.
Not sure Liverpool fans will accept Glasner. They're very sentimental, so we'll lean forward towards like a player like Alonso or Gerrard. I do actually agree that they wouldn't accept someone like a Glasner, but if they don't, they're stupid. I think it's literally perfect for what they're trying to do anyway. Like, for example, I know they're literally twerking their asses off for Alonso because he's under pressure at Real Madrid. He'll probably get sacked. But if you accept, and it's gonna sound dumb, I know Alonso won the Bundesliga, and I think he is a good manager. I don't think he's I didn't think it'd work at Real Madrid, if I'm being real, because of no one's gonna work at Real Madrid unless they actually have the balls to find the balance between Vinicius and Mbappe. Literally their main problem. But also, I do think Alonso would be another great appointment for Liverpool. However, if you accept Alonso but don't accept Glasner, you are stupid. Because either way of playing the 3-4-2-1, where either manager plays it, you actually do better than what you're doing now. And also, Glasner isn't just a 3-4-2-1 manager. He said this himself. He's played 4-4-2. He's played 4-2-3-1 before. He just adapts to the players he has, which is a good thing, by the way. And also, at Frankfurt, they used to play a variation of a 4-2-3-1/3 at the back, which is what I thought he was actually going to do at Palace, but he's just gone straight 3 at the back at Palace. Where in Frankfurt, for example, I think it's because he mainly had Kostic. It felt like the team was built a lot around him because Kostic is obviously a winger that was just playing wing back, and then even Ndeka could cover the wide areas at centre back and then move into left back sort of thing, and then it would formulate there. Or they'd have a Knuth from Dortmund who was a right winger who played right wing back as well, and then they'd shift to the other side. Whereas they've got a Tyreek Mitchell now who has always been a quite defensive left back, but is very good going forward. Like his main attributes are defensive, but he can do really good going forward. But him playing as a wing back has made them so more difficult to beat. Like Munoz, he's not even one of them wing backs that's like terrible 1v1 in the back 4, I'd imagine. But when Glasner came in, 3 at the back, you're seeing the best of Munoz. He's been probably one of the best right backs in the league ever since, like in the past 2 years. Probably been top 3 under Timber and James, to be honest with you. I think he's probably been the 3rd best. If not, then it's been Wan-Bissaka, funny enough. But I think Glasner would adapt really well. He'll get a lot out of Frimpong and Kirkes especially, and he would get a lot out of Isak because Mateta was touted as one of the worst players in the league before Glasner came in. People forget that.
A lot of people just forget that, bro.
Mm.
Remember how bad this guy was.
Yeah, he was terrible.
So
But they found confidence around him and stuff, and what he would make Isak and Ekitike do. Sometimes he might play a front two, and they
bro,
could play together.
what he'd have Salah do.
Oh yeah, he'd have Salah back to
Salah
his best, bro.
Salah just on the end of chances. Not having to do
Mhm.
anything. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
Salah would
he-
have to do off the ball is stand and shift
Bro,
across a bit.
you'd give Salah like another 2 years in the Premier League. just on that alone.
Yep. So if they are going to replace Arnie Slot, they should be getting Oliver Glasner. And Glasner is the guy. I was gutted when Palace got him. I was genuinely upset. When Palace got him, I knew what manager they were getting. I didn't think they'd win the fucking FA Cup. Don't get me wrong. I did
Oh,
not
you've
think they'd
known
win
this
the
guy
FA
for
Cup.
time.
Yeah, because West Ham faced Frankfurt. So I
Oh,
knew
yeah.
what type of manager they were getting. Like because
Damn.
I remember before West Ham faced Frankfurt, a guy responded to me on Twitter basically saying, so the way Frankfurt play, they sit back at times, but they'll press the fuck out of you. And I'm like, okay. Well, and I've looked up the formation they play. It was like 3-4-2-1. I'm like, okay, I'm a little bit scared already because I know the way. So if that formation can bang, it's one of the worst formations to play against. Obviously, that's why Ruben Amorim is really retarded. But that's a conversation for another time. We'll probably talk about that in this show. But with Glasner, he suffocated us. The living shit out of us. They had Kamada in the left 10. They had Kostic left wing back. They had Ivan Adika. They had Kevin Trapp in goal. They had Toko Akambi. They fucked us up. They could have, right? They scored in the first minute against us in the first leg. Instantly. And then that's when the atmosphere, and they were in control of the game. They were frustrated to play against. They were literally like how Palace are now.
How'd you make it through then?
We didn't beat them. We lost.
Oh, the Europa League. Ah, yeah.
That was that season. We got cooked differently. And we were good that season as well. Like, if we didn't have 10 men in the second leg, if Cresswell wasn't, so stupid in that second leg, we would have put up more of a fight. It wouldn't have looked as bad. And the scoreline didn't look as bad, don't get me wrong, but we probably still would have lost. They were a really good team. They deserved to go through in the final. But I knew what type of manager they were getting.
What do you think is the perfect club for Glasner to go to? For
Glasner, I would have loved Emery to make a step up and then maybe Glasner take over at Villa. But the way Palace are moving, there's no point going from Palace to Villa. So I would say, I hate to say it, but I think he'd actually do quite well at Man United. If he's not going to go Liverpool, you should go Man United.
Think so?
I do. The reason why is because Man United don't hire managers that are adaptable. Man United don't hire managers that have a character and stick with their plan and adapt to the situation and demand a lot of expectations. They just hire guys that are the funky name for the moment, that it looks pretty on the outside, but when it comes to really turning up for the big leagues, you get slaughtered. Glasner's not that guy. Glasner is everything of the opposite of what a Man United manager usually is for the past 10 years.
But I think Glasner would cause a bit of trouble at United. Do you not remember in the summer? The first half of the summer, there was talk about Glasner leaving if he doesn't get his players.
Yeah.
At United, that becomes headline news. I don't think they would bring in someone that would be rock the boat in that way. I don't. But
that's
think
why
it would
they
work.
should. That's why they should, though. Like, at least, I don't rate Man United's recruitment as high as other people do, but at least under this type of recruitment team, he would function a lot better. Like, if they just change from an Amorim to Glasner now, the formation doesn't change completely, and they can shift a couple players and get more confidence out of certain players, and the system changes.
Yeah, but when I look at United's recruitment, they didn't recruit for Amorim at all. They neglected the midfield. Like, as bad as Amorim's midfield structure is, it doesn't help when you have 34-year-old Casemiro and 31-year-old Bruno. They don't have a right wing back at all, and they spent less than 100 mil on
Mbuemo and Cunha, who yes are upgrades, but you could easily have had Ahmad and Bruno play in the 210s and then spent that money on a quality midfielder and a quality right wing back.
I
Their
agree.
misuse of transfer funds is like, yes, individually good players, but nothing to actually help improve the actual team. Like, I don't think with Glasner, like, I don't think it would. Yes, he's good himself, but the recruitment, I don't know if they'd actually bring players to what he needs.
I agree, but I generally think Amarim was fine with what he got.
Of course,
He's
but
not
that makes him an idiot.
But I think that's why they recruited the way they recruited. So at least if Glasner does go to Manchester United, he either does good on the pitch or he really exposes the club. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it, because Glasner would want a right wing back. He wouldn't like a Mazzarari playing there, Diallo playing there. He wouldn't shift. As I've been saying since fucking August, Diallo and Mbuemo cannot play together. There has to be one or the other. People don't like hearing that, but they cannot play together. And by the way, I'm going to say another big statement. It has to be Mbuemo, not Diallo, playing. Because Diallo, yeah, like in the front three.
Yeah. You know, I agree.
Just in general.
Mbuemo, I think Mbuemo is United's best attacker, but like he's not a 10.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, but Mbuemo could play in those areas, like that. Amarim is like playing him in, but it's the instruction. It's what he instructs them tends to do. It's a lot of it being in between the fucking wing back and striker. It's a lot of in between getting the ball and then having to provide for someone else. With Glasner, if he's got an Mbuemo, he's using him how he uses Ismail Assar.
Yeah.
And Ismail Assar is doing a madness because Ismail Assar has always been a good player. Because I've wanted it. You could go to old videos on my channel. I was begging for West Ham to go and raid Watford and go get Dennis
I remember
Ansah.
him at Watford. He was he looked very good at Watford. I didn't know he could make the jump up to this level this quick though, because Palace are top 3 teams in the league. I'd say.
Yeah, they're out there, to be fair.
Like he is their, especially with no Eze. There's no Elise. I'd say he's their best like attacker, and it's crazy.
He is the best.
Everyone speaks about. People want to speak about Semenyo. You want to speak about Grealish. Now he's at Everton. People want to speak about Ndai, etc., etc. Some people will speak about Bowen. No, from open play assists last season, or not assists. I think big chances created or something like that. Like this guy's quality.
And he always has been as well.
Quality.
Like, always has been, and that's I remember he was under a bit of criticism when he came back to the Premier League, and I'm just thinking, you man don't know Ismail Assar. Like you man just don't know Ismail Assar. You don't know Ismail Assar. I'm thinking in my head like this guy was in a relegation side at Watford. I'm thinking this guy will come good. I promise you, he will. I've always liked Ismail Assar, and that's why I'm saying Glasner, with what he could do, he needs to be at a club with pressure. If Tottenham was serious, they would have got him. If Tottenham's another team where I think even Jay was saying it. Funny enough, if Tottenham got Glasner in the summer, honestly, dangerous. I don't think Glasner was ever going to leave after a trophy. As much as there was rumours about the transfer window, as we were saying before. But Tottenham's team is perfect for a 3 at the back. Especially with the way Glasner would use it, he would get a lot more out of the attack than it's showing. He's not a miracle worker, so he'd still need players. But even with for example, at Palace now, Yeremy Pino, it took time for him to settle in. It took a long time for him to settle in. I say not even a long time, it's fucking November. But people were criticizing him instantly because he's the Eze replacement. He's got the 10 on his back. However, Yeremy Pino was always showing signs. He just wasn't scoring. And Eze was capable of scoring goals at Palace as well. So people were looking at him to fill that expectation, to fill that void. And I completely understand that because it's Eze. He was a big player. And you're obviously going to get talked about after moving moving to that step up. But he's got your MVP not working now. He got more out of Mateta. He's shown the best of Adam Wharton. He's really done well with Chris Richards, Lacroix, and Gay as a 3. He's even taken Tyreek Mitchell to the next level when he's always been good. Daniel Munoz has gone up a level. He's hidden Dean Henderson's errors and mistakes as well. And now Dean Henderson's looking like a really good keeper. Even though I don't rate him to the highest extent, the way he structures the defense will hide the things of a goalkeeper. If West Ham had any balls back in the day when Moyes was gone, even before Moyes, if after we won the Conference League, that would have been my go-to manager. Would have been my go-to manager because earlier that season I wanted fucking Unai Emery. I didn't went to Aston Villa, but we was never getting him anyway. So that's the kind of managers I wanted. I rate Sarr, he's good. There's a lot of players in the Championship that can make the step up to the Premier if given a chance. Exactly, and a lot of people don't like the thing about players making a move to the from the Championship to the Prem. They don't like it because it's not glamorous. But everyone's talking about Semenyo now. Everyone was talking about Eze before he moved to Arsenal. Everyone's talking about Bowen now. Everyone's talking about Sarr now. We're talking about Elise now. What do all these players have in common? They came from the Championship. Mark Gay broke through in the Championship, made his name in the Championship at Swansea. Like, Ollie Watkins, Brandon Buemo. There's so many players. I discuss this all the time on every show that I'm on. So, for me, I don't get the attitude of turning your nose up at a Championship player. And I would never ever get the idea of like going to the Championship is a bad idea. Going to the Championship to find players of a certain ilk is a bad idea because when you find these certain players of the Championship, they can bring your team to another level if you've got the foundations already to help them settle in. Like with Bowen, it took a year and a half. It took year and a half to settle in. It took Bowen a year and a half to settle in. It's like buying a player from the foreign league, but just a little bit better because they know the country already, but they're trying to settle with the pace. Whereas it's different with the foreign league player. You're trying to buy a player of any other league that isn't the Premier League. They're trying to settle in with every aspect of their game. That's the difference between going to the Championship and going to the Eredivisie, Bundesliga, La Liga, etc. Whatever league it is, that's foreign. Whereas if you go to the Championship, it's just a pace thing. Everyone's talking about the Championship players now. So with Oliver Glasner, he's getting a lot out of those talents. People got to realize, imagine if they kept Eze and Elise together for that long. Obviously, Elise was always going to leave. If it wasn't Bayern, it would have been Chelsea. So luckily, Chelsea didn't fucking get him. But they've got Esteval now. It is what it is. They're probably just going to get both anyway. However, Elise is shining in the Championship now. Everyone knew Michael. If you knew ball, you knew who Michael Elise was from time ago in his days at Reading anyway. Not just for going viral about texting women, being like, "Oh, I'm going to be at a Prem club soon," but also just in general being like, "I'm that guy. I'm that guy in a Championship. I'm that guy at a club that's about to drown when it comes to money." Palace probably saved Reading a bit by buying him. Like West Ham. One of the few things they did good under Moyes was the players from the Championship. Moyes was known for bringing players through from that. I'm pretty sure Leighton Baines was at Wigan before he moved to Everton, sort of thing. And you need to understand that you can get players from lower leagues. I'm sure that because obviously we're only in England as well. So we can talk about the Championship. I'm sure other leagues do that in other countries. So I'm sure La Liga teams buy players from the league below. Same with the Bundesliga, same with Serie A, etc. I'm sure they do the same as well, and I'm sure to a certain extent they probably do bang as well. They probably do bang when it comes to transfers. They probably are able to make the level up, the step up, etc. But I do also believe that there's a bit of snobbery just turning your nose up essentially at these kind of transfers. I believe that's the thing. In general, I just believe that a lot of people turn their nose up at championship players. So it kind of just is what it is. But if you want to miss out on a championship talent, don't be complaining when the clubs are picking them up and they're trying to sell them for 70 million to 100 million. Because now Semenyo is going for a release clause. But you could have got him from Bristol City. Alex Scott also came from Bristol City to Bournemouth. He'll probably be the next one that moves after Semenyo when he has a good full season and he doesn't get injured. He probably go to Tottenham. He supports Tottenham. Michael Olise was going for that much, and people were like, why are Palace doing this and this and this? Well, it's because it's the key asset. Gibbs White, in fact, even shined in a loan season with Sheffield United from Wolves. He's another one. And then went to Nottingham Forest. Funny enough, he was one of the people that missed a penalty for Sheffield United against Nottingham Forest that got Forest to Wembley when they eventually got on to beat Huddersfield. Who, by the way, guess who was playing for Huddersfield then? Levi Colwill, another player who broke through in a championship season, who then went on loan to Brighton and had a great season after that as well. It happens, man. It happens. A lot of players do well in a championship, break through with their name. And yeah, a lot of snobbery is endured in trying to scout and buy players from the championship. But there you go. We could be here all day when it comes to like making championship 11s. Be here all day. So many players on loan right now. Like, I don't know whether Haji Wright will be next from Coventry right now. I don't know whether it's going to be him or whether it'll be Jaden Philogene or Hayden Hackney, who should have been moving probably 2 years ago. But there's players in the championship now. I would love West Ham to go and get Hayden Hackney just to add a little bit more to the midfield. I would love West Ham to go and get Haji Wright in January. We probably won't get him because Coventry will charge a lot. They're about to win the league in the championship. They're going to get promoted. They're 10 points clear of Stoke in second. Stoke are second. Stoke might be back. Won't be the same Stoke because it's nearly been 10 years since they got relegated. But it's kind of mad still. It is kind of mad still. I'll be real. But yeah, Man United lost on Monday. That's another team that has completely failed in once again in their experiment. We were literally talking about Amorim just earlier. But the combination of their midfield, as we were discussing about Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, they came up against a team that had players fighting on the pitch. Fighting. Went down to 10 men. And still lost. But Man United are back, apparently. Man United have improved. The turning points. The tubby guy is going to cut his hair. No.
His name's Tommy.
No, I said the tubby guy.
Oh. I thought his name was Tommy.
He's gonna cut his hair, apparently. But no, it didn't happen.
Man United. Where do we start? Man United. Do you remember when Gary Neville was at Valencia?
Yep.
Do you remember his record at Valencia?
So like 20 something.
I have it here. Can you guys see that?
Yep. Fucking 35%.
Mm-hmm.
They take that now.
Mm-hmm.
23% for Amorim. I think that, and like someone made a good point. At least Gary Neville got battered by prime Barca. Whereas Amarim's getting walloped by teams that are nowhere near that.
Mhm.
Not even prime Barca, funny enough, but you know what I mean. That front three.
And that was a Gary Neville that was his first managerial job versus Amarim, who a year ago was the most sought after young manager in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
The Xavi Alonso had just went invincible, and everyone looked at Amarim as the guy to replace Pep. I see. I wanted Amarim at Chelsea after we got rid of Poch.
Mm-hmm.
West Ham looked at Amarim.
Yep.
Probably the only
interviewed him.
good thing Sullivan's done ever.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, bro. If we had Amarim, Reece James would have had to retire by now. He wouldn't be.
Yeah, he would have
If
had 3 injuries or some shit.
If you guys had Amarim, would Bowen be playing wing back?
No. He'd be playing in probably one of the 10s. He likes to think anyway. He'd be playing
Bro.
fucking Wan-Bissaka and God knows at wing back because he plays Maserati there. Fuck's sake.
Would your midfield be Ward-Prowse and Sucha?
Yes, it would be because it's
Oh my
Amarim.
god. Yeah, he would have relegated you guys.
Oh yeah, we'd be basically where we were under Potter.
Right. Bro.
10-men Everton, bro. 4-4-1 formation, and they didn't do anything to break that down. By the way, do you know why Man United are bitches and their fans that still want Amarim in are bitches? It's because he did the exact same thing in the Europa League. 5 defenders, didn't change it. So what did you expect from this season?
But at least in the Europa League, right? Because I asked this question to Spooby and Mud Brothers on Monday. At least in the Europa, in the knockout stages, he would throw Maguire up top in the last 10 minutes to win games. So at least he did something. Why are they not doing that now? Why is Maguire not being a striker up against 10-man Everton?
But even in the final, they had 5 defenders on the pitch. They did the exact same thing in this game.
This is United's next run of games.
Mm.
So obviously they just played Everton, right? They play Palace next. Yeah, long day. West Ham. What are your thoughts on that? No?
I know we won it there last year, but I can see a draw, loss. We don't have a good record there.
Hey, Max, the title of the preview should be West Ham are going to win the league before Man United. Hey, clickbait, man. Feed the community. Wolves versus Man United.
Wolves haven't won a game. They'll lose. They'll win against Wolves.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they'll lose to Palace. They'll get a result against us. They'll beat Wolves. They'll probably lose to Bournemouth.
Villa.
They'll lose that.
Oh, okay, Mike's. Now, remember, AFCON starts in the 23rd, 22nd of December.
Yeah.
So, that Bournemouth game is the 15th. When will guys leave for AFCON? Maybe after that game, the people will start to leave for AFCON. So, the Villa game, no Ahmad, no Mbuemo, no Mazwari.
Mm-hmm. Peak.
I don't see where they win games. They're not going to beat Villa. They're not beating Newcastle. They're not going to beat Wolves at Old Trafford.
No, they'll beat Wolves.
So?
It's still Wolves, bro. The Wolves on 2 points.
I know, but like, bro, stinky Man United. You just lost 2 on the bounce. It could be a sort of game where Wolves get something. I'll be so real. It could be the sort of game Wolves get something. I'm not gonna lie.
Guarantee their 6 points will be against Wolves. They'll get 6 points against Wolves.
I don't trust it. Wolves at OT on that run. I think they can get something. Big up, Villa fan. Leeds, that's a derby.
Yeah, they'll lose that.
Yeah, bro, it'd be like, because I listen. I told United fans before they went 3 on the bounce. I said, if you guys think it's bad now, wait until AFCON. It's gonna be long.
Yeah, literally, without Diallo and Mazarois, it's probably AFCON's probably peakers for them. Like we got
really is.
Mustafa, we ain't got Wan-Bissaka, but at least we got Walker Peters. You know what I mean? They ain't got fuck all.
And what's crazy is he won't even play Mainu. So in January, I know you guys are linked to João Gomez, but I truly believe you're just gonna get Gallagher, and then Bruno will push into the 10. Hey, Gallagher, Ugarte, brother,
Oh,
What's
that's
that?
disgusting. And
What's
then
that,
Fernandez in
brother?
front. Fernandez in front. Just
Brother.
god. Just running,
Grenade
bro.
launchers passing to grenade launchers.
Oh yeah, I forgot Sunderland. They've got like the whole African 11, so they'll lose bare players, bro. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Probably. Okay. After Sunderland, yeah, it's probably Man United because at least we got Walker Peters after
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka. Hopefully, Ollie Scholes is back by the time Diouf goes. Then we'll see. But
Yeah.
like Man United, it's long, man. Like I don't. Despite how bad Mazzarari will look at wing back, at right centre back, like we saw how Euro played.
Actually, before AFCON, Mikes, we should do a stream talking about which teams are going to lose players for AFCON and how will it affect them in the Prem.
Yeah, that'll probably be part of the last show before AFCON.
Part of the last show. Yeah, we need to talk about that because I know because we've been talking about Sunderland a lot, but United, it could affect United more than Sunderland because at least Sunderland still have a structure.
Yeah,
and they'll fight. What will it's Bruno is gonna be more Bruno now because of Ahmad, no Mbuemo. He's gonna play in the 10. He's gonna think he has freedom.
Yeah.
He's gonna be more Bruno. Oh my god. Oh, it's gonna be a funny, bro. That's gonna be amazing to watch. It'll be amazing to watch.
It's peak still. It's fully peak. Like, I don't understand where United go from here, but where have United ever gone? Like, and people were like, "Oh, everyone's gonna get set." Bro, Ratcliffe has said multiple times, "You're not getting set." It's not happening. You might got to like. When do you guys gonna realize that? Like, they don't. They probably just don't care by now, like as much as they should. But your board is shit. Your board have never gonna change. The board is still in the Glazers' name, by the way. It's just Ineos representing. The Glazers are still there. So when are you man just gonna realize, yeah, you might are just shit fans. This is your fault because you don't do anything about it. You might are just shit. It's you, man. I don't think the fans are the reason why the fucking team is shit. I never blame fans, but you man are the reason why there is no pressure. It's your fault.
I'm not gonna lie. I hold a lot of blame to fans because people love to say, "Oh, fans are the most important thing in football." Well, if we're so important, then surely we have an effect, right? Because
holding
the only way
other people's fans to hear it.
Yeah, like the only way your team, your club can get away with bullshit is because you guys back the bullshit.
My whole thing is when I'm talking about like not blaming fans, like for example, it's like when certain people would say West Ham were good, because fans weren't there, then we had another great season after that, or like the reason why this team is doing so bad is because it's so toxic in the air. It's like no, it's because the players are shit on the pitch. I don't like that's what I look at. I'm not. They always look at fans. The media will scapegoat the fans instead of like when a fan tries to blame a manager or a player. It's like you're not allowed to do that. It's your fault.
No, that I don't agree with. I don't like it when like I go at fans because you can't complain about your club doing bullshit when you back the bullshit in the first place.
Yeah.
That's what I have a go at fans at. Like I have a go at like Chelsea fans. You don't like the ownership, fine. You protest with no direction. The ownership the next day says, "Fuck your protest, we sign a 16-year-old," and then nothing happens after that. So why should I care if you're not going to do anything? Like it's the same bullshit. United fans will complain about Glazers. The same Glazers you don't like brought in Ineos. You love Ineos, and Ineos have been doing bullshit ever since. And you still back Ineos. So, Liverpool fans will have a go at FSG. FSG spent $500 million. You love FSG again. Like, it's like, no, be consistent. Don't just be like, oh, I don't like you, but if you did one little thing that I think is good, now we're gonna nah. It's just nah, man.
This
But
is this. It's just like, bro, they went like Everton, yeah, went a 4-4-1. That was Moyes' first win at Old Trafford as an opposing manager.
mhm.
Like Amorim continue. Do you remember when Ten Hag used to break records? Amorim is like, give me the battle, and I'm gonna finish this relay.
Shattered records, bro.
Yeah, he's finishing this relay.
He's run 12 Premier League games in 12 months.
That's mad, 12.
And you know how I believe this stat? Because it was only like what 6 weeks, maybe 2 months ago, when Man United had not won back-to-back Premier League games. And
Yep.
then they went on a 3-game run when they won 3 games on the bounce.
Mm-hmm.
And they were 5 unbeaten up until the last game. So it makes sense that 12 games. 1 game a month. Bro, that's like you're like a woman on her period, bro, basically. The fuck?
It's peak, man.
1 a month.
1 a month is crazy. That's a period, Crump FC.
It's a Tampa FC.
Tampon FC. Amorim's Premier League record at United. Yeah, he's won 12 games, drawn 9, lost 18.
Yeah, in I think 38 or 39 games.
39 games. Yeah.
Ten Hag in 38 games won 20. That in his first season.
Go look up Ten Hag's overall record. Ten Hag's Premier League record. Man United. What was his record? For some reason, it's not coming up as soon as much as the Amorim one. In the Premier League, he won 44 games, drew 14, and lost 27. Hold on a sec. He lost 27. So Amorim has only lost 9 less. And he's not even done half of Ten Hag. Deep that, bro.
Damn.
39 compared to 85. And he's catching up on losses. He's doing way worse than Ten Hag. But because Ten Hag was the manager before, there's not as much there's pressure, but there's not as much. Because apparently this is the guy to like trust 2-3 years with. Like, on what basis?
Bro, you lower the standard. Bro, there are people saying you're in a top 4 race. Listen, I keep telling people, United, you play no different than you did last season with Amorim. The only difference is, instead of Onana, you have Lamens. Instead of Garnacho and Højlund, you have Cunha and Mbeumo. And Sesko. That's the only difference. If you guys still had Garnacho on the wing and Højlund up top and Onana in goal, you would be in a relegation battle because you were in one last year.
Yep.
No, like last year you weren't even in a relegation battle. The promoted teams this year are better. Sunderland look like top 4 contenders right now. Burnley, they have a good midfield. That's about it. And Leeds, at least they can counter attack. Those are better sides than we had last year. You would actually be in a relegation battle.
Oh, facts. Yes, facts.
And I'm not saying you get relegated, but I don't trust Amorim.
Oh,
if
no,
you had Onana, Garnacho, and Højlund, I wouldn't trust you guys to. I'm not saying you would get relegated, but I wouldn't trust him. Like, why is it with people? It always has to get bad for people to realize what's going on.
That's to be the worst of the worst. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, for example, like if Man United lose this weekend and West Ham win, we're 4 points behind them.
I'm sorry. What?
Man United, if West Ham win this weekend and Man United lose, we're 4 points behind them.
And then you guys play them soon.
Yeah, but this is if we win against Liverpool, which, by the way, we would be 4 points behind Liverpool as well.
Hey, listen, Nuno, do your job, man.
He's
To do
bare
your
fucking
job,
do your job.
Nemo.
Like,
Please, man.
I predicted Man United to finish 9th this season. They're 10th right now. I'm very confident that they'll finish around them places. I'm very confident they don't finish in Europe.
So if
Very
you beat
confident.
Man United and you're above them, does that mean you're going to win the league before them?
Fuck's sake.
Hey, that has to be the topic, bro. We need to talk about it.
I don't do that nonsense. But this is what I'm saying. Like, this is why I get frustrated at my own club for not capitalizing on other people's failures, because you got bare teams just spiraling out of control, and just being very, very inconsistent, very, very inconsistent. So, which is what concerns me with not capitalizing. But this is what Man United are like, people. This is what Man United are like. They're like this. They're just a worse version of what they were, of course, but like they behave the same in terms of their fan base, and it reflects on the players and the manager. And we'll be back soon. We'll get better eventually. It's always, when is the eventually now? I always say this about people. I always hear in 2 years, in 5 years. When does it become now? Forget building for the future. Like, you've got nothing to build. You've got no future if you've got no present.
Facts.
Like, what is your present to build any future? Like, what have you got to build on to get better? I don't see it. And then you'll hype up a Sesko, or for example, in a transfer window, you'll hype up every single transfer under the sun, but you want the manager out. Man United will be way better than last season, cool, but you want the manager out. You can't have it both ways. You can't talk to people like, Man United are fine, don't worry, but you also want the manager out.
Mm-hmm.
You can't predict anything great. You want the manager out. So clearly you shouldn't trust him.
Man United have the most shirt sales, so we're the biggest club in the world. But why are you guys talking about us? Why don't you talk about Liverpool? Because you're Man United. Oh, well. Could you imagine if they were in Champions League, how they would behave playing 2 games a week?
They would be in a relegation battle.
Dark.
They'd be in a relegation battle.
Bro, look at, like, PSG have all these injuries, and look at how good they still look in terms of being able to score goals.
Mm-hmm.
They had to play PSG long day.
Oh, PSG would ruin them. Apparently, Liverpool one of the few teams to have not beaten Ruben Amorim.
Wait, what?
Since Ruben Amorim's gone to the Premier League, Liverpool have been one of the few teams to not beat him.
Okay. Oh, Slot. Yeah, mad. Yeah, mad. It's crazy.
Exactly, and exactly what Declan Scott said. Like, bro, Everton just got under their skin, and they didn't even have to do anything. All they had to do was just head their balls away and pick for that to save. Like, they're doing basic shit.
Bro, I said this when we played Portugal, and they were down to 10. They were down to 10 men. In the last like 15, 20 minutes, they kept crossing into the box against our 3 center backs that are like 6'4" plus. You played an Everton team that played a flat back 4. What? Jake O'Brien's like, I think 6'5", 6'6". They had Michael Keane. He was the other guy, Tarkowski, right? Who were all giants. Like, why are you crossing? To who? Zerkski? Who are you crossing to? I don't get managers do, like, is being a manager that difficult? Is it actually that difficult?
I think they make it look more difficult than it looks, like on the pitch anyway. Probably the behind the scenes thing is probably difficult.
Like, because, yeah, but like doing crossing inshallah with no one to cross it to against a team of giants doesn't make sense to me, bro. It doesn't.
It doesn't. Where Man United, like, Man United were talking about, oh, if we beat Everton, we finish third. You know, when every time people look at that, they never win. It's why don't think West Ham are going to do anything against Liverpool and Man United, because if we beat Man United and Liverpool, we're 1 point behind both of them. So
Yeah.
what?
You're actually right, because that happens to like Chelsea fans as well.
Mhm.
Happened to Arsenal fans. You remember that last season, there was this thing of Arsenal. Whenever Liverpool dropped points, Arsenal dropped points. That was because
Yep.
Arsenal kept saying, "Oh, Liverpool lost. If we win, we close it down to It's guys, focus on do your job. Don't worry about what everyone else does. Do your job, guys. Do your job."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and also, yeah, Liverpool fans will be pissed. They will be. You could, and I know you're going through it as well, supporting Wolves. You're going through it. 2 points is crazy, man. Everyone here in the chat, Max and Prime, can put out a competent team to win a game of football. Yeah, exactly. We could all do it. To win a game of football, we could do it. We just don't even have to do much instruction. Just put people in their actual position, and I think we'll be fine. I'm being so honest. If I just told people, yeah, play in your normal position and do your normal job where you feel fit to do shit, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Bro,
Don't worry.
our pro clubs team, we'd smoke Man United, bro.
Oh, yeah, by far, yeah. That's not even close.
Bro, it's the bullshit you have to go through to be a manager. I'll be so real. I still stand by. I don't really think it's that difficult. When I look at what Pochettino did at Chelsea, what Lopetegui and Potter did at West Ham, even Nuno, to be fair, did at West Ham. When I look at Ten Hag, I look at Amarin. I mean, I could do better. Bro, I'd be able to win back-to-back games. It wouldn't take me a calendar year, bro. To
Yeah,
win
it wouldn't
back.
take me a
I
couple days
could,
to win back-to-back
bro.
games.
You could fluke back-to-back games. You could fluke it.
Mhm.
It's not, bro. It's so mad. It's not difficult. Just put out the right players in some sort of a shape, and don't make stupid substitutions. Just to be
facts.
basic, by the way. I'm not saying win a title or whatever. Just the basic things.
This is bare basics. This is basics to fucking get Europe. Win back-to-back games. If this is your, if you really deep it, you can't think you're gonna get Europe. If this is the first time you won like 3 games in a row, first time you won back-to-back games in your manager reign, you're not gonna get Europe with form like that. That's why you're 9th. The table is very close right now. The league is very shit right now. It's very competitive for all the wrong reasons right now. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But I'm gonna end it there. 1 hour 47, so I'm going to end it there, people. Make sure to subscribe to Sarcasm City TV Extra in the title. I am going to redirect over to Rasta Stocks. So go and say Mike's raid in Rasta Stocks chat. And we'll be back. I'm not going to be streaming for the next few days. So I'll see you Sunday. Take care, peace.